Why nice guys cannot sell. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. It's been a while. So this is a very critical topic. It's coming from a plethora of experience and observation a lot. And as the topic says, why nice guys cannot sell. Now, if you're a sales professional, by profession you're a salesperson, or if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're a freelancer, or even if you're a corporate leader, you're in a leadership position, you have in a senior position, right? So whatever the position that you have in a leadership position, that you have to do some sort of selling, right? It's not just that. Selling is not always about bringing a client to convert and that person's going to pay. People are paying in various different ways. For example, you ask a supplier and you say that, hey, I want this work to be done by 14 days. Now, you have to do a bit of a selling with him. For example, like he needs to think that, okay, I need to prioritize this person's work, or am I going to prioritize this person's work? It's all boils down to the way you are selling this entire communication. And how are you bringing that gravity into this conversation? How convincing are you? Prioritizing your work. So you can just share in a very formal way, and people always come up with various ways to tell you that why they cannot deliver in 14 days, don't they? So you need to tap into their belief system and etc. This is much broader than bringing a sale. Obviously, sales is the oxygen of business. That's a prime thing. That one of my specialty in my sales accelerator as well. I just share that with you, that you could be a position that you're not in. You don't think that this is not a video for you, but guess what, it is. So one of the problem is that nice guys can't sell. First of all, what do you mean nice? So nice, in my definition, is someone who's easily agreeable, someone who's submissive. I don't even like that word, submissive, right? But that's what it is, man, submissive. So what happens is, I'll guide you through. I really wish you're going to watch this video till the end. You're going to learn a lot of insights, and you're going to hopefully going to serve you or someone that you actually lead in your team. So what happens is, when you're submissive, that you go, especially in the world of selling a high value product or a service, you go and sit with a, let's say, potential client in this scenario, and then that person that you want to be nice. You are, in your demeanor, you're a nice person, and you instantly submit to that person's environment, that person's entire vibe that he or she is bringing to the table. All right, so what happens is that you have to convince your product or service over at least one other competitor, correct? So what happens is that when your client poses challenges, criticize your product or service, for example, he or she would say, look, your product is expensive. This is way above the market price. And if you're a nice person, like what I say, how I define or submissive or agreeable, part of yourself like basically itching to agree on this. You from your bottom of your heart, you're agreeing on this right now. You're thinking, yeah, he's right. We are expensive. And you're going to struggle, and then you're going to send that entire vibe and non-verbal communication to that client. And if it is a high-profile client, in an instant, that person know that, I got this person. I can actually squeeze this person to get an extra 10 or 20 or 30, 40, 50% discount. But in fact, unfortunately, your product was actually so good, you could have even charged double the price than the market price. So this is the magic. This is the whole trick that everyone misses. Or that person will say, look, your product quality is not the best because, or the brand value, this other company is known for the 50 years. You're just being around for 5 years. And technically correct, right? Someone can say, yeah, technically that is correct. So you're going to agree on it. Are you going to agree on it? Technically, yes, you can say, yes, it is correct. But there's a reason why this high net worth client is actually agreeing on this meeting. If he or she actually believe this product is mediocre, product or service, he won't give you the meeting in the first place. That's the reason why he gave you the meeting, because they actually almost believe your product is actually good, on par with the other product that they want, or the other product is actually exorbitantly expensive and not even a match to their requirement right now, but they're going to bring it to you because their job is to get the best price, right? So to squeeze you for the last dollar. This happened left, right, and center around the world. This is how it works. So when you're a nice person, when you're an agreeable person, you're gonna say, you're right. Let me get back with the discount. This is what you're gonna say. Let me speak to my boss. Let me go back and have a chat with my team and see what we can do. Why don't I give you say a free run for 30 days? These kind of things that you do, you're actually killing the product on the spot. Or the other problem is that client might agree, yes, we're going to go ahead with your product or services. However, we need this product in this X amount of time. Unreasonable, basically being unreasonable. Now you want to be nice, you want to agree, you want to submit, say, it's tough, but I'll somehow, I'll do it somehow. You need 4 weeks for this product to be completed, and here you are agreeing on that person for 2 weeks. Right? Your team is overloaded. There's no way in the hell that you can give it for 2 weeks. You just agree on it. Or a client might say, look, you know what? Yes, we're going ahead with the product. You can take 4 weeks, but we need this X and X and X and X features on this product extra. Now, your price point was actually agreeing on giving 5 things. Now, this client has gone beyond it, asking another 5. A lot of the guys who are nice, they're just going to agree on it, at least to most of it. They're going to squeeze somehow to fit into that. Let me speak and let me get this done. And you go and speak. How many times that this whole thing backfired internally with your engineers or with your developers or whoever in the product? They think, what the hell did you promise, right? It's just because you've been so nice and you're going to say, hey, I brought the sale. No, actually not. You just been nice and submissive and you kill the product and services. So, and you might think, I was successful. I actually closed an extremely high value sale in the past. I was super nice with him. Well, actually, no. You got this sale not because you were nice. You got that sale, if you really explore, you'll find out either you got a very strong referral, either your boss was probably a super charismatic person, the client really wanted to do business with him, probably had a rapport for a very long time. There are so many verticals why a client did agree and will agree to do business with you. And one of them is definitely is nice, being nice or being submissive. Just because you are nice, I was super nice, that's why I got the sale. Absolutely not. Right? So don't fool yourself. So nice guys, being nice, you will never sell. You're only going to lose. And the thing is, this whole demeanor of being nice is actually doesn't just pop out in a business meeting. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you've been nice, I'm pretty sure you are super nice and super submissive in your relationships. And everywhere you go, you're going to compromise. You're not going to disrupt. Basically, you want to be nice and keep that place peace. You're not going to ask questions. You're not going to disrupt. So probably be very visible in every part of your life. Ask yourself that question if you think that you're a nice person. And if you know someone. So this is the problem. And this is where I see the problem. When people recruit a sales team or salesperson, either you're a business owner, either you're head of HR, and you see a person, some of the characteristics that you see, right? You want the salesperson to be handsome or she to be pretty, attractive lady, and wear as well, right? Speaks very good. Communication is a big problem. So this person speaks so well and very cheerful, good etiquette, manners, and a very good academic background, etc. So all those things are good, but often it actually misleads the person as well, the person who recruits. And you look at the CV thinking, oh wow, this person has been in our industry, this person has made this many sales. You don't know how those sales were made. So this is the problem. And then you recruit. I've actually spoken to a few corporate leaders in few different industries in the recent past. That's one of the reasons why I'm making this video as well. And I got the same problem they brought up. Ramindu, I recruited her, I recruited him, and look at him, he's probably the most handsome guy in this company. And this man is not closing any sales whatsoever. We have a big problem. So, and we ask the clients, and the clients say, oh, he's a nice person, we have no problem. Obviously, they're going to say no problem, because this person is very submissive and giving discounts and compromising your company's product portfolio left, right, and center. So, nice, being nice will never get you anything. Relationship to everything in this life. You can't get it because you're nice. Then you might wonder, then what will give you? Like, if I'm not going to be nice, what should I be? I'll get into that. First of all, why this is happening is actually mostly it's a South Asian problem. I've actually seen that problem in other countries as well. I think it's way more prominent in South Asia, mainly due to our culture, especially parenting culture. Parents want their kids to be nice. You can't shout, you can't raise your voice. In a public place, guess what? You have to be the quietest person, then you'll be rewarded. You don't like someone, you're not allowed to express that, not even a single line. If you do that, they will make sure that you're going to feel guilty of your behavior, don't they? That's what happened. That actually planted in your character, in yourself, so deep. Now 15, 18, 20, 25 years later, it's a part of your character. Now you have to build a business. Now you are representing your company locally or internationally. You go abroad, you sit down, and the other persons or the team across the table, they're a bunch of sharks who are ready to really tear into parts because they want to get the best deal for their company. And challenging your product, you're not going to challenge them because you've been conditioned to believe that it's not a good thing to do. You with me? So if you're a great salesman, if someone is not going to buy your product, saying that it's too expensive or some other product is better, asking for too many features, asking unreasonable terms, you should be able to question them. Their moral or rational thinking behind it. You have to challenge them. You have to stand on your ground. You have to convince and justify why your product is actually in this way and valued this much and need this time to deliver. So your job is to educate. And in this whole exchange of education, you have to actually wrestle with their beliefs, tap into their beliefs and change them, disrupt them, expose them. I'm not saying that you need to make it ugly. You can do all of that professionally, but you're not going to do that if your character is not going to support that. Just because you will learn how to do as a technique, it'll never happen in a real scenario, right? Whether it's virtual or physical, never happen. Now, how? So the question is like, if I'm not going to be nice, what's the opposite? Well, the opposite is do the right thing. Your job is to do the right thing. It is right to question their unreasonable demands. It is right to justify why our product is so expensive than anyone else because of the ingredient, because of the quality, because of the sustainability, because of the market expertise that we have, or the after service, the customer service, etc., because this is the problems that we've seen, and the money that you invest on this product or services way outweigh the return on investment that you're going to gain in X number of years, months, etc. That's your job, right? Not keeping that person's or the environment's peace, and you say, thank you very much for your time, I'll get back to you, and go back, right? You're wasting time, you're wasting money and resources of your company who's paying you a salary. It's actually a really bad thing to do. So this is what I want to share, guys. There's so much I can even go another 2-3 hours explaining this. There are so many ways that this can happen and will happen, and this is going to pose a lot of threats for all the corporates out there who wants to do business. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a freelancer, if you're an independent consultant, if you're a small team, big team, large team, regardless of what you do, This is going to be a very important thing. As long as you're Asian, you're going to have this very distinctly unique problem to you and to your team. And as long as you don't address this, you'll never understand what actually happened and why the sales cycle taking so freaking long to close, and why you guys are not closing sales at all. So this is what I want to share. And lastly, not the least, doing a sale, whether the customer wants to purchase that or not, remember this thing, that buying something, a service or product, is some kind of a change, isn't it? You're gonna change it to a new phone, or subscribe to a new system, change the system to a service, some sort of a coaching or any sort of thing, or new campaign, new product, anything. That's a little bit of a change that's going to happen in that person's life in some way. And guess what? We all resist change. We're not naturally inclined to embrace the change. Yeah, I'm ready to do it. It never happens, guys, because we are so deeply coded by our genetic norms for millions of years to resist change. Change is something little unknown. This is a novelty, and we actually refuse novelty. That's the first thing we do. It's a tough thing. Okay, so this is that zone that you need to cross. So being nice will never get this done. Okay, again, I'm not asking you to. This is going to be a ticket to your ego to make your business meetings ugly, completely wrong. You're going to break your rapport. You'll be out of this game sooner than you expect. It's about doing the right thing. There's a way to do that. If you're really driven, and if you think that this is something priority in your life, you can consider joining our Sales Accelerated program. I have one-on-one very limited slots, depending on the time that you are requesting me. And if you're a corporate, we can have a chat and see if both of us are the best fit for this program. So thanks a lot for watching this. I hope this video serves you. If you're still here, you're watching this for a reason, because that problem is actually echoing in your system, yours or your team. So please take action. That's the best thing you can do soon after this video. So see you again in another video. Live with spirit. Hey, this is Ramindu Randeni. I'm a business coach, corporate leadership coach, and I coach sales forces. Who are we before the world? And welcome to my channel.